Hey, welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Dead in Vinland, the Hold Me Closer, Baby, It's Cold Outside edition. We are locked into a holding pattern of just brutal temperatures here in small town Canada. I'm coming at you from like the warmest I can make this bunker of mine that I call home, and yeah, it's pretty brutal. 30, 40 below zero the last few days. It's been a slog, I can tell you that much. But let's try and cheer things up here with start the day and the session off with a good old-fashioned coffee grating. That's the last mug of the pot. That's a 6.5. That's a 6.5 coffee. Oh god. On a cold day like this, you want a nice warm coffee? No, that's good. You're not having it here at the Roman household. I can tell you that much. At least not at this time. You need to get that first cup out of the pot. Mwah, perfect. Anyway, I logged in a little early. I booted up the game a little while ago. Took a look around. This is a refresher, and it does seem like we are right there ready to go, because we do have a meal for what's his face. So what I'm going to do, because I don't know how the events are going to transpire, I don't imagine we're going to lose all our meals, are we? We've got one for everybody. I've decided it's going to be a family affair. It's going to be it's going to be all the core characters who intelligence, oh my god. Who take on the end, and we're just gonna hope for the best, because we're gonna buff them to high hell. We're gonna look at our food here. Do we have? We've got 6. There's no way we're going to lose all 6, right? Because what I want is this dog to rest overnight. Yeah, he can run through the... yeah, we're going to risk it. We've got water. We've got fire. We've got food that's not going to eat off. A little bit plus that food there. We should be fine. So we'll end the day. We'll hope we don't lose all those tasty meals. There's got to be... Yeah, Shadow is lurking in the night. Eirik is patrolling the camp tonight while everyone else is asleep. Aha. Suddenly, Eirik sees a hooded figure scavenging through the reserves. Hey, you. I saw you. Stay where you are. Catch them. Oh, jeez. Eirik ran, but the hooded figure managed to escape. He stayed awake all night long to find the thief, but he found nobody. Luckily, nothing was stolen this time. Excellent. So I'm assuming that's just Elof come to raid our supplies, since we kind of hijacked and blackmailed him with that cache of stuff in the woods. Woods? What am I, from friggin' city? I'm no city boy. It's not woods, it's the bush. Straight up just the bush. Everybody eats many things. Get us all into a state of agile awareness. Combat ready. Very nice. So I guess realistically, technically speaking, this could be the last episode, depending on how things go here, right? So we lost 2 tasty meals, that's fine. Then again, Elof might ask us to bring things, you know, until the cows come home. Okay, so you're going to do this, and we're gonna get that buff. Okay. We'll send Angelico here to harvest the rest of this, because I assume this stuff is good. Oh no, best at 100. Yeah, that's all good. We won't get the wheat, but we will get the... we should get the tomatoes. Health is fine. Nothing to be done there for you. So let's just make sure our people don't need... Yeah, so you need a sickness recovery. We'll do in all states. Do we want to burn through these all states? Can we make a sage potion over here? Do we have what it takes? It's like purple, right? To make a sage potion. Yes, we do. We've got lots of what it takes to make a sage potion. So we'll put Yagoob there. We might as well give them Moira as well. Just to help finish it off. Make sure we get it. And then, so the rest of our family here. We go this way. She's good, good. And we might as well just throw a sickness potion at you. There we go. Okay, so you're good. So we're going to run this through. We'll get the dog buff. We'll pull out this food here. Okay, and then Solveig can cook that up after. Yep, that's fine. So we got the buff. 4 days of buff. Another sickness potion, sure. Some fire water. Okay. Solveig. Well, you got a level. Bloodthirsty Stabber. That's not that good. A Dancing Dagger. That's not bad. Gardener, Crafter. Injury resistance. Whatevs, right? So Solveig comes out. I don't know how much of this is going to be necessary. But we might as well have things set up in such a way we don't quite have enough for guard. Oh, maybe we do. Let's run this through, because if we have enough for guard, that would be just... We do. So they're buffed. Okay, well let's run this through right now then. We're gonna buff them all with all of these: accuracy, crit, max, min, damage resist, and HP. Boom, 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 boom. And then you boom, 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 boom. Let's see what happens here. We go to the map. First we fix that. Go to the map. Go to Elof. Bring him his meal. You have what we talked about? Here. Good, good. Now what else is he gonna want? Now leave it to me. Next time you see Bjorn, you'll have your chance. And me, I'll just hide in the lowest, darkest hole I can find and hope Bjorn will never find me. Now scram. I don't want to be seen with you. Okay, so that's actually done. So is that all that's left now is to... Let's just call it. We'll call it a day. Because we've got buffs. The buffs will last. We'll see if there's talk. A shadow is lurking in the night. Bloodwed. Patrol. No. Oh. Suddenly, Bloodwed sees a hooded figure. I saw there. Catch them. There we go. Bloodwood jumped to the hooded figure and tackled him. She struggled a bit with the man, waking everyone else in camp in the process. She finally managed to keep the thief in check to discover... Ustache. Ooh. Wasn't expecting that. Yeah, you found me. Happy? You filthy thief. I'll kill you. Wow. Calm your guard dog, please. I just borrowed some goods. I had every intention of giving them back, my friends. Borrowed? You could have asked instead of sneaking in the middle of the night. You wouldn't have given them to me. I know how the resources are. Scarce. So why steal from us if you know how precious our resources are? Understand my position. There are 4 of you, and I'm only me. You impose such strict rationing on us that it's hard to keep the standard of living I'm used to. Well, what do we do with them? I can honestly say I was not expecting to have to make this decision in this video, or ever. I wouldn't think it. I didn't think they'd hold me to task like this. I mean, he's stolen. We've been stolen from by Bjorn, and now stolen from in an even worse way. Is it worse? I don't know. I mean, you're gone, right? He brings no value. He's gone. We can't have this. You have to leave, Eustache. We can't trust you anymore. What? No, you can't do this to me. I hunted for you. I fought for you. I even carried heavy water buckets for you. And you stole from us. Our decision is final. Final? Final? Nothing would change your mind? Pretty please? Here, take this. I found some sausage lately. I was going to share it with you, of course. And there will be a lot more if you keep me. Well, I mean, if we're going to be starting a new place, we need a punishment system. And just a straight up banish is not necessarily what we need, right? He needs to be punished. I should have chosen punished. Maybe he could stay a bit more. Give us all you have and maybe. That's all that you have, handsome? Come on, show us your goods. Okay, you win. Here's all I have. You're robbing me, you know? So, can I stay now? Yeah. I guess you earned your place. Thank you, my friend. You won't regret it. That's strange that we chose. We should have gone with punish right out the gate. That was a mistake. But, I mean, you never really... Do you ever really know someone? No, you don't. That's the answer. Wow, look at all the food we've got. Those will degrade down to 2s, so we'll burn through the 2s. And then one of those. Glutton. He's going to be tired because of farming. Not so bad. Just regular old sunny weather. Now, it seems we had nothing that was Bjorn related that night, so I'm going to assume that we need to just take things upon ourselves, enter Bjorn's camp. Okay, send Parvana here, Solveig here for the morning. Yagoob will go and do some fishing. Angelico can get us some wood. Eustache is going to do something useful. I'm going to go and try and hunt. This is just token sort of placement here, just to keep up the illusion of making progress. Okay, so we've got everybody buffed. How are they doing spiritually? 0, 5, 6 is not bad. That's not so bad, and that's fine. And they are buffed to holy kingdoms. Okay, let's do this. We're witnessing history here, people. Let's see what happens when we enter Bjorn's camp. Enter the camp. Eirik leads the way. With the key provided by Elof, you manage to discreetly enter the camp. You soon find Bjorn and his lieutenant sitting around a campfire. Elof is nowhere to be seen. Bjorn eructates as you are at your approach. Soon the whole camp will be alerted by his bestial screams. Bjorn takes his axe and stands up with fury. but you notice that he is staggering a bit in the process. Did Elof keep his word? Gnar! Get him and butcher him. Gwendolyn. Grim. Gwendolyn. No. What? Scumbags. Eagle Njal? Well, I lied, you know. Why bother betraying Bjorn? You got me well with this false curse you sent me. Now's payback time. As Eagle belches these words, the rest of Bjorn's men are starting to show. We'll take care of the rabble. Now's your chance to kill Bjorn. So Gwendolyn holds true. She screams and charges, Eagle slicing his left arm in one blow. Grim soon follows her steps. Grim was the one whose daughter had been killed by Bjorn, so he obviously would have kept his word. It's only you against Bjorn and his grunts to the death. Okay. Boom. Boom. We're going in with family, right? Like that was the plan. Kari will target Bjorn. Eirik will buff everybody. Accuracy and crit. A bull charge on the rabble here. Got to get rid of them. It's been a long time since I've been in a fight, actually, now that I think about it. So this might be a little bit tough. What did we do? There was a... You're next. We've got 9 points. You're next. A sniper shot. And then we can do the evasion. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, it doesn't move me. I thought this moved you to the back. You're next on Bjorn. Resisted. Not overly surprising. Crit for 8 is actually not too bad. So we've got 3 more points to work with here. So now we can evasion stance or hit and run and move to the back. Okay, that's something at least. Bloodwed. We got 7 points to deal with here. We'll protect Kari. We'll turtle strike. Crit for 0. That's unfortunate to say the least. And then a move and an attack. We can attack and move. I don't know if we'll be able to get through to him. We'll end turn and we'll get the extra AP. This could be quite the battle for the ages here. How many AP does he have? Got some dodge up. Only 1. We'd like to see that. I figured that was going to happen. As long as we can keep down the rabble, I'm sure Kari will be able to kind of get through this guy slowly. A wild swing. A berserk attack. 4 is nice. Minus and dodge. Yeah, I don't really like the sound of that too much. 4. Bloodwed's up before he is. Should be able to take care of him. We're going to hope for the buff. We want to get the buff at some point. He's constantly resisting, but it's got to be possible. Wow. We need a crit. That was good, actually. But Bloodwed's not strong enough to get through, I don't think. This damage is 4 to 4, so we might be able to, like... Oh, crit for 2. That's 2 damage is 2 damage. I mean, there's no... And they got the debuff. His AP's down. That's actually good. Oh, this was a move to front. We should have done that. Shoot. Any ally. We're gonna... Any ally in any row. Damage resist. We gotta protect Kari. Kari's the most vulnerable, I think. Just because she's got such few HP. Oh, and she's guarded. Excellent. So she ended up with extra AP, and we just kind of wasted it. Stun and repel. Not bad. 2 damage. Resisted something. No stun. We're calling in reinforcements. Okay. Problem is we got to get these 2 on the same row, because otherwise we're not going to be able to buff Kari again. Oh, 1 short. That's too bad. Extra initiative. So let's we got to keep doing it. The other way to do this could have been, oh, we got the debuff. Okay, now we go for the sniper shot. Crit for 8. There we go. So that's the end of him. We're going to try the hit and run and hope for the finish. Crit of 0. Unfortunate. The other way to do this would have been have the adults target Bjorn and then just have Kari. Hopefully she would have to land a lot of sequential crits. Some pretty substantial ones. But this does damage, this taunt. There, Bjorn's dead. Bloodwood gets the final killing blow. What a crazy world we live in, eh? Mind you, we were buffed to high hell, but I don't think... Clever victory. Oh, is it because we kind of took the easy way out? There was an achievement that just popped up saying clever victory. There might have been another way to... Wow, that's grim. I like it, but it's still pretty grim. It's not over, is it? Maybe what if... Imagine Bjorn was just a lackey. No, he's on his way down. Yeah, arrows in him. That's pretty accurate. Felt the wrath of Kari's arrows. It's actually Bloodwood who dealt the killing blow, but we'll give it to Eirik in the animated cutscene. Clever victory. So I'm assuming there's different ways to kill him. I'm assuming, maybe not. But it seemed like there was a lot of different ways we could have dealt with Elof, which I think would have extended into different ways that we resolved the final battle. And the way we chose was to go for like 200 days. Buff ourselves to high hell. No, yeah, what is this? Oh, it's a thriving little community. We lost Nut and Tomo, though. We should not forget that. We fed both Tomo and Nut to the stairway to hell. Just willy-nilly, and that's kind of really sad when you think about it. Gudrun, the old witch there, not so bad. She was sacrificed at her own request. She had a good run, you might say, and we sacrificed her. Very happy to do that, more than willing. But losing Tomo and Nut was tough. A village is born. You survived in Vinland. What happened to Kari? After Bjorn's demise, Kari realized that her mum was not as lame as she thought, and that she may be right. Their relationship improved, and Bloodwood succeeded in making Kari a true housewife. Kari took a husband and bore 2 beautiful children, but all joy in her life was lost. She became very shy and bland. Why? Cumulative stat increase. Is it because of... oh, wow, she really got to liking Moira. Oh, yeah, because Parvana kept calling her a boy. I remember that. I really wish it would trigger based on like knowing who you had in camp. Maybe she does end up falling specifically for Angelico, you know, but it just says she married. Well, that's not that. Eirik managed to let go of the guilt and to trust his wife enough for her to become the chief of the village. Wow, very progressive. What is this nonsense? Well, it's not nonsense. It's just... Anyway, he didn't want to lead people. He wanted to live a simple life. Very valid. I can appreciate that. Soon his garden became a real farm, and he excelled at tending to his crops and cattle. His family expanded, and he took care of his twin sons, while Bloodwood led the village to prosperity. Twin sons. Excellent. Cumulative stat increases. He had lots of hunger. Cooking, healing, and beast handling. Kari. Parvana. Accuracy ratio, battles fought 43. He fought in fewer battles than Parvana, or than Kari. Interesting. Lots of lumber. Yeah, he was the guy. He held us down in those early days when it was the wood that was hard to come by, for sure. Thanks to her husband's love and support, Bloodwood understood that she had the skills to become the chief of the village, and so she did. People were amazed by her charisma and diplomatic sense, but more importantly, she wasn't afraid to take hard decisions, leading the village to the road of prosperity. Her love for Eirik renewed. She gave birth to 2 twin brothers for Kari. Or skills, cumulative, hunger, Moira, Eirik. Oh, wow. Gudrun, really? Interesting. She was in 11 battles? $11 battles with Bloodwood? I didn't know. Maybe in the early days before we had characters, eh? Moira finally settled with a man for quite some time. Appeased by this relative stability, she became a well-respected healer. Hunger again. Tomo. And look at those. For such a nut was her worst enemy. Interesting. Well, she had a thing for Yagoo, but Tomo, that one surprises me. Poor Tomo. I mean, that was... Wait, what was her... She was a herbalist. No battles, right? Yeah, no battles. Lady Tomo. On day 207 after the exile, our beloved Lady Tomo died from sickness. Not really, but okay. Her body had suffered severely from the poor living conditions in the camp. She went to sleep with a terrible fever and couldn't budge a finger. This is not what happened. That's unfortunate because this is not accurate. Huh. Eustache. She was never in camp with Eustache. Yeah, a little bit sloppy there on that. That's too bad. Yagoo and Moira lived together until the end. They found some sort of balance between freedom and commitment, as Yagoo was often away for business, which left time for Moira to do her things. They made a deal. Moira could see other women, but no men. In exchange, Yagoo could participate from time to time. Wow. Sign me up. Where do I get into this village? Get me my passport. Okay. Parvana became a simple waitress in the first tavern of the village. Her dances were well appreciated by local drunkards, which was very profitable for her, even if she had to bear their foul smell and wandering hands. What did we do to Parvana? Oh my God. That was not the outcome I was hoping for. Why couldn't she have been a successful teacher or caregiver? Well appreciated. By local drunkards. I have to apologize to Parvana. That's never my intention. That's horrible. Yeah, Yagoo. I can't remember what their history was, but it wasn't as... I remember there was a time where it was kind of implied that he was keeping her in bondage somehow, and it was cumulative wounds, 2 wounds. Wow, that's disappointing. On day 96 after the exile, Gudrun died by the hands of Moira as a human sacrifice. Gudrun was teaching Moira the way of the Volva, but she was running out of time. To obtain her powers quicker, Moira killed Gudrun during a strange ritual. Let's hope it wasn't just an old woman's delusion. That would be sad. Gudrun was a tough cookie. She was our farmer, right? Like, wasn't even her top skill. Stealth and intelligence. But what did we have her doing the most of? Gardening. Yeah, she was our farmer. Wow. Solveig was at last free from the tyranny of her husband. She married another man a few years after that and became Bloodwood's best friend. She had 3 children and is expecting another one. Little Thormod is already showing great skills as a warrior. A great destiny surely awaits him. Solveig the cooking pot. Wow. The tyranny of her husband. That was a good guy. Died from sickness. That wasn't really the case. Pain was too much. No, we sent him into the stairway to hell. Angelico became one of the best farmers of the village, living an honest and busy life. He never lost his faith in Jesus and even managed to convert a small group of people in the village. They gather every week and are trying to build a wooden church. As the village has been hit by many calamities, including mysterious disappearances, many turn to him and his faith in hope of finding salvation. Well, that's good. That's a good end for Angelico. Becomes a farmer. That blends with the. Although we had him forage more often than garden. Well, gardening was not an everyday thing, right? Because he would have to sit for a couple of days, many intervals. So yeah, I mean, it stands to reason that, despised by everyone, the unpopular Ustash soon gathered some men around him, former thugs of Bjorn's, and started a life of petty crime. Because of him, the villagers had to arrange a prison where he spent most of his time. At some point, he was exiled from the village and took shelter in a small den in the forest with his remaining loyal thieves. That was kind of the hope, was that he would end up, inspiring the start of a legal system. Wow. Well, this is unfortunate. She became very shy and bland. It was very, it's quite a loss. And this one really hurts. A waitress who gets felt up by the local drunkards. That's too bad for sure. But we did it. I mean, we finished the game. We killed Bjorn in a nice little vacation. Yeah. I dedicate this game to Camille, my baby daughter, who was born during the development of the game. Sorry, Daddy wasn't home every night to cuddle you before bed. In a few years, I'll pay you a little pony to make up for it. No, I'll read it in the video, I'm sure. Yeah. Wow. So, final thoughts? Well, I mean, definitely so much to like, a lot to like. The management was all interesting. The imagery and the suggested lore, also top notch. Manon Baudere, Frédéric D. I still would have liked it to turn out to be purgatory. And turns out they're actually all already dead, kind of like Seventh Seal. But very, very good. Very, very pleased. Downsides. Some of the ways characters and like the fact that you could, I mean, granted, yeah, I did run the game out of dialogue. That's on me. When we were in it, Parvana Yagub, there was the Yagub Moira romance. When we were in the thick of it, we had a lot of dialogue, and there was a lot there. So the fact that I just ran the game out of stuff is not a comment on the game, I don't think. It would have been nice to maybe have some kind of an internal clock, but to suggest that you're coming to the end and maybe kind of force the issue. Maybe that exists in the tougher difficulties. Who knows, right? Again, I don't think it's the game's fault that I ran it out of days and dialogue. That's totally on me for taking my sweet time. But some of the ways that the interactions happened could have been a little clearer, could have been a little better in terms of the the way that the roles go, in terms of the way the dialogue happens, in terms of the way, relationship buffs didn't seem that big of a deal. Again though, maybe there'll be a bigger deal in higher difficulties. So not so much on the game, but would have been nice to see the game respond to what you're doing a little bit better. Tutorial, we don't want tutorial. Game, did we have it on tutorial? No. Game mechanic will explain once the introduction is over. If this is, yeah, okay, so we don't need that. True Vikings don't need no checkpoints. They live from day to day, knowing perfectly well. Yeah, we did that. Strongly advise you against playing on your first. Yeah, it's very hard. We never went back, but we were also on. Nice vacation. Most valiant and or crazy players. -20 to all skill gains. Extra states increases and decreases. I mean, this is the way we'll roll it, I'm sure. RNG options. What is this? Oh, okay. What does this mean? Skill checks, hit crit chances in battle. Standard uniform distribution. Some extreme good bad luck streaks are to be expected the way the game was designed. Statistical RNG. Enforced ratio of success fails mimicking the expected statistical output for series of random throws within the same range. Should avoid getting streaks of extreme. Should make the game easier. So we want the default RNG, right? Is what we want. Yeah, so that's what it's on. Applies to every value within range type of random throws. See, I don't understand. I'm not smart enough to understand Gaussian distribution. Enabled. You will more often get an average result in the given range than extreme ones. Right. But isn't the concept of more likely or more often just fly in the face of true variance? Like, anyway, okay. You're more likely to get, I don't know. I don't know how they're calculating this. It's not. Is it literally just a dice roll? I have no idea. But these are going to be our settings if I do this again, for sure. Because I'd like to see what the game can throw at me. Oh God, we're going on 36 minutes here. I don't think I explained my criticism of the game too well. The little language things here and there, not a big deal. In the text, you know, like there was some wonky stuff, but that's not a big deal. But there is a way that I think the game could interact with itself, you know, a little bit better based on who's in the party, who finishes with the party. But I mean, it's such a small little thing that I also would have liked to know that Tomo was gonna die before she died. And well, a Nut I should have known with Nut, but I would have liked to have known that was an impossible feat without the armor. That would have been nice to know beforehand, but again, it's really my own choice that I did that. And now knowing that, I obviously won't do that again. I really want to see if the map is laid out the same. I assume the map will be drawn the same, but will the nodes be the same? That's an interesting question. But yeah, it's going to be great to have the dog from the start. It's going to be great to kind of know what kind of battle plan I want to go through. It's also going to be great to know which characters I want to bring on board and not bring on board. Eustache and Angelico. But yeah, it's top-notch game. I really enjoyed this experience. I really enjoyed being able to play through the game from start to finish in 100 and some odd episodes. And it's kind of sad to see it go. But Dead in Bermuda around the corner. I want to play some RimWorld. I've still got Not Tonight sitting, an entire library of Not Tonight episodes sitting, just not uploaded yet. That's a great game. It'll be coming up soon. And yeah, a lot of good stuff on the horizon. Thanks so much for watching and sticking through. Those of you who did, you know, picked up a few subscribers for this little baby channel we got here. And it was a great experience. So thanks so much. Until next time. Thanks again. See you soon.